So basically, Todd Howard's like, we're just gonna make the next game more like the show, and the show has already introduced a lot of lore breaking stuff, which just Did you know that ghouls like have to be cannibals to survive? And I'm like, no, no, that's not how that works.
Since literally never.
Since literally never. So just
That was like that one family of murderers, right?
yeah, but they were human.
Oh, those weren't ghouls? Okay, then even less reason.
In Fallout 3, I assume you're talking about the family just has a lot of ghoul like people meat in their basement,
I
and
think.
and all that happens is the quest line is: do you kill them or do you eat meat with them?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the funniest part. Is like Bethesda games are like, hey, good moral choice and good bad choice. For example, you walk into there and these people who eat other people look at you and go, "Would you like some?" They don't bother trying to think about eating you. They're just like, "Would you like some?" Random stranger, here's some of our resources. It's just, it's not good.
You going to get your drink?
I'm gonna get my drink. Shut up. Shut up. Yeah. Radiation gun to my head. Be right back.
battle phase, you can on dinosaur monsters. Let's go.
Back.
Uh,
Let me. I didn't reply to her. That concerns me, but she likely has. All right. Well, it's been 10 minutes since she read that, so she might have slept or something. I don't know.
yeah. Go back to Netflix in the meantime.
I mean, she might literally. No, she replied. She's here.
Okay, cool. Like you were giving it up.
Hey! Don't make fun of me like that. All right. Wow.
What a...
Woman, why must you fail me so often?
Fuck you! I've been drinking, I was like watching videos and I didn't realize you had texted me because my phone didn't vibrate.
Well,
My bad.
well,
Look at your phone more often.
well,
I
fuck.
don't want to look at my phone more often.
Well, what a coincidence. Me and Sam were also watching things.
Succumb.
Alright, get in here. Where are you?
Bitch, I'm coming. Calm
No,
down.
no, listen. You and your vibrations and me with my coming. What is going on with it?
Vibration? What? Bitch, what?
You mentioned it.
Chase, motherfucker, you better
No.
be glad.
You mentioned it. Sam called it. He paid attention this time.
You better be so lucky that I have work all this week again.
Wait, are you working tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. I work Saturday.
We'll need to come up with a strategy if you're coming over next week. I still gotta do that training thing, so I gotta work that out with...
You let me know, because Monday I work early in the morning, and then the rest of the days I work in the evening.
Oh, if you work early in the morning, I could try to see something about getting over then. So, hey, that's pretty cool.
If you want to do that, that's fine, but I need to let you know I work Tuesday. I go in at 4.
Yeah, but that's my point, is you can come in at any time during, Monday afternoon, and then I could just drive up to work that evening on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. It depends on whether or not Nicole wants to be a bitch and go, okay, you gotta do your training now in this area, so just do that. Anyways, guys, Exciting news. Exciting news. But first, let's do remote control. The less exciting news, of course, is Elden Ring Tarnished Edition officially got a pre-order listing for Amazon, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. All it means is that they are expecting it. Bloodborne Remastered got a listing multiple times, multiple years in a row, and it never came to anything. Now, Tarnished Edition is obviously a lot more solid, so this is them obviously preparing for that. But one, we now know the price of the game, which is it's going to be $79.99 for the Switch too. I I guess it's appropriately priced, but still, it's a really greedy. Um, the other thing is they mentioned that the expected release date would be December of this year, which I think is just a placeholder. I don't think they're going to really commit to that. It's just a until they're done, they're done. I'm expecting a trailer for them to really signify that they're done. What is also really interesting is that they mentioned that part of the DLC is that there's a lot of player-friendly enhancements, which I assume means maybe some features such as maybe possibly a boss free fight mechanic. That'd be nice. Just give us something for waiting this long, please. I want something. Don't act like nothing happened. That's all I want. And secondly, you know about it. Sam knows about it. This is the Bloodborne movie, and I'm really excited for it.
I know for a fact Sean is going to make an amazing fucking movie because he fucking loves Bloodborne. So I'm excited as fuck to see it.
Now, before you get your britches in a twist here, listen. Unlike a Markiplier, who literally made a film from scratch mostly himself, Sean is a producer. Now, me and Sam, we are experts on what a producer is. But a TLDR is a producer is someone with a lot of money who goes into a project and they basically enable it. All that means is
I know what a producer is, but I think personally, I think he's gonna have some kind of influence on how the movie turns out.
yeah.
Personally, I can't wait. I hope it's good. I can't wait to be in the land and see. I'm excited. Genuinely excited. Like,
This now raises questions because I've had a few conversations with Sam in a private time on like what you can make a Bloodborne movie on, because a lot of the comics that you read are all like one-offs because they don't want to trample on the lore. Thankfully, we do know what the movie is going to be about. It's just a retelling of the base game because it talks about an outsider coming to Yharnam and all that. Yada yada. But still, it's R-rated. It's going to be animated, and at first I thought that meant 2D, like Castlevania style animation, but then I remembered it's Sony, so everyone is thinking Spider-Verse, but I want it to be more normal-ish.
He does 3D.
It's not gonna be bouncy. Also, I'd like to let you know, I didn't actually watch that video. I just know what's happening. So all that shit you just said is news to me.
Yeah.
I was just like to say the reason why I found it is because Ricky told me, and then I read it on a Google thing, and I was like, Sean, you bastard! And this man put so much hours into playing the game. If he doesn't have some kind of creative input about how it should look, I'm gonna be like, this shit can't. Like, come on. So we're already excited for like Elden Ring movie. I'm excited for Bloodborne. You know what? Someone grab like Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
Yeah. Demon Souls is less likely at this point. Dark Souls is it's kind of old, but I'd like to see it.
It is old. Demon Souls, you know what? Never say never. I hope that somebody gravitates to the game and just be like, hey, this would be a great movie. Because I was like, Mark produced this whole thing on an indie video game. It's like, fuck it, let's see what we do. Sean's like, I'm gonna be a producer, regardless of if he doesn't have much creative input. I hope he does. It's still a movie that I think he's gonna be passionate about. The dude got a tattoo, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I do think Mark was probably the one who pushed him to do it to some degree. Cause
100%.
Sam, for context, Jacksepticeye makes a cameo in the Iron Lung movie, and unironically, his only action in the film is that Mark gives him cancer. I'm not joking. That happens for real.
I wish that was a joke, but it's real. It's real.
I really hope that in the planning, he's like, Sean, is it fine if I give you cancer in this scene?
I
For
100% believe that he talked to him about that and was like,
for
"Hey, do you mind if we flash you and give you cancer?"
for context, the whole thing is they bring him up into the ship, and he has a hissy fit that they won't let him out. And Jack is in front of the camera, and then they do the thing, and they're like, "Dude, blood isn't water. You can't just shoot a camera through it. It needs X-rays." And then Jack is just staring very angrily at Mark, and it's very funny.
I loved the movie so much. Like it was so. Iron Lung is a really good movie. So I'm excited to see what, like, if Sean gets a fucking part, that would be sick.
Sam, how much do you know about Jack's obsession to Bloodborne?
I know he's got that massive statue of Gascoigne in his house, or am I thinking of Shenpai?
Maybe that's.
He,
You mean
I
Gurman?
think he German. It's a character from Bloodborne is in his house, and Shenpai also has a big, expensive $1,000 statue in her house of
You
it.
know, Sean has a tattoo. He has a hunter's mark tattooed on his arm.
He
That's
has
what I
a
was gonna
hat.
say.
He has a Holy Moonlight sword replica. He has multiple statues of Bloodborne characters.
He's obsessed, and I'm just like, if this motherfucker is going into this
If
project, he's
Mark
going to
can make
have
a
something.
movie about a game he's played and made one YouTube video on, I think Sean can make a movie.
100%.
Yeah.
For
Well,
context,
Sean can help make a movie.
now for context, Sam,
Mm.
because we're still waiting on the film to come out the digital, but when you do eventually see it, you should know that there's an actual plot to what's happening that's a lot bigger than what the game is. Like
Yes, but
again,
my joke is the investment, the
put a guy
I
in a
don't.
tin can. You can't screw that up too hard.
No, I'm talking about just Mark played the game. He made a video on it, and it's like, you know what? It's time to make a movie.
Spent 3 years on this bitch and literally came out with it, and it was box charting, and it's a good movie. Like, I'm not even mad about it. Everyone's like, "Oh, there's not much suspense." I was like, dude, you're stuck in a tin can and you're trying to figure out what the fuck you're looking at.
But also, yeah, I'd like to point out that now, because they changed what the blood does in the movie, and now it also has bloodborne powers. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah.
But uh, the big problem is, of course, with the Iron Lung movie, where, by the way, the creator said that he is interested to return to that universe at some point, and he said that he may or may not take the movie into account for lore purposes, which is actually exciting. How often do you
I
get
mean,
someone who
the waiting.
how often do you get something where someone makes an adaptation of your work and then you go, I'm gonna consider incorporating that into future works?
For lore reasons, I'm
The
excited.
MCU.
Very true.
That's
I
not diff. They own that. That's different.
Yeah,
Is
but then well, it's the fact that Marvel heads up or whoever goes, okay, so people only see the movies, so we have to put the movies in the box in the comics, even though that breaks the canon.
That's
it
not my
does.
point though. My point is the comic writers themselves don't look at the movies and then go, "Oh, I'm just going to take that because I think it fits the narrative." That is literally a corporate
No,
decision.
but it feels like it. Maybe
I
it's
No,
the
mean,
people who are in
if we're
charge.
if we're being real, let's talk about any movie adaptation that comes from a book. They don't follow the book all the time.
no,
Just
that's
saying.
not. I'm talking
Harry
about.
Potter is like, boop, boop, you know.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Harry Potter gets a movie made out of it, and then the books update themselves. They have a patch installed in the paper to
Well,
make
no,
it
the
more like
books
the
were out
movie.
before the movie, but like
You
at
know
the same
what's
time, yeah, I get your point.
the only thing close to this is the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Jurassic Park and the movie differ severely, and then Michael Crichton went, "Oh, that movie's gonna make gangbusters. They're just gonna want to make a sequel. I'm just gonna write a book, change things that happened in my book to be more like the movie version, and then they'll just base it off of the sequel. It'll be fine."
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Ray,
characters like Ian Malcolm and John Hammond, who fucking die in the books, are just alive in the sequel with no
Yeah.
explanation.
hey, Rachel, do you know the lawyer who gets
What?
eaten on the toilet in the first movie?
Yes, I do. I've watched all of the Jurassic Parks because my grandma used to love those movies, and now she can't watch those movies anymore because they make her terrified.
But to be fair, in the book, the lawyer is actually a pretty cool dude. I think they made him an asshole in
He's
the.
arguably a more important character than Alan Grant is.
Which is
Um,
fucked.
I think they
Because
made.
he's the reason Alan Grant is there. He goes searching for him. He's like, this guy knows about dinosaurs. I'll bring him along for this thing. Yeah, he doesn't die. He's a major character. He doesn't get to
I,
do as much
He
action
he
stuff,
does a
but he's
cool
actually
thing.
he's a responsible person.
I
I
think they
still try to
made the
figure out why they
lawyer.
did that.
I think they make the lawyer suck because they dealt with lawyer issues on the movie, and
Yeah.
it just did that. But the point
Yeah,
is,
whatever.
that dude was a badass, and from what I heard or slash remember, I think he saved the children at one point. Question
He
mark.
probably does. He
But
has a few things. He's not in the thick of it as much as Grant is.
in the second book, they mention offhanded that that lawyer just passed away from dysentery. So dude survived little dinosaurs and then shat himself to death. Why? Why
I
did
wonder
they?
if that's a
Died
joke
from
because I
dysentery?
wonder if
Wait,
that's a
time out.
joke. I wonder if that's a joke because the T-Rex kills him on the toilet in the movie version.
They made that man die of dysentery? What the fuck?
In like the 1990s, what did they still have that?
Dude.
It's still, but serious talk. Bloodborne movie. What can we expect? I'm hoping for something that's like, because my first thought was like, with the Castlevania anime, just the animation period, not the story or the telling. I would like some light cussing in it, but never like excessive. Like I want it to stick true to the game for the most part. Um,
It's gotta be ye old-ish almost.
I want it to feel similar in tone to the Sekiro anime that's coming out because that animation looks good, but obviously it's going to be 3D. I want it to be like stylized. I want it to feel like a moving picture more than it is just like. Honestly, take any scene from Death from Puss in Boots. That's close enough. It really is the good feel for it. If that same team that handled The Last Wish is doing this, that would be awesome. But I don't know.
I think the biggest thing that I can say that I'm concerned about is as a non. I mean, it is linear, but it's not linear in how you can just miss shit. How much do you include as important, and how much do you just not adapt at all
I
and
want it
just
to be.
vaguely reference?
I want it to
Because
be 3 hours
I don't think
long.
there's I don't think there's any room for the
It's going to be
DLC. I don't think
It's
there's
going to be
any
2 hours.
room for the what are they called? The 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 vampire castle, whatever that is. I don't think there's
Canehurst?
any room for that.
Canehurst?
The Canehurst. I don't think there's any
They're
room for that.
100%
It
not
doesn't
going to
apply to the
include
main
him.
story very much.
I think they're gonna sprinkle it in a little bit, and then like here's my thing. I think they're going to include the main bosses, not every boss. You know,
I don't
I think
like.
personally.
I don't
Hold
think
up.
patch other than
I was going to say, first of all, before we say anything, the Moonlight Butterfly video that was on YouTube that basically makes movies out of the games. The revised edition of their Bloodborne cut is nearly 2 hours long. So yes, there is room to fit in everything. But for context, that video does something I think the movie should, which is it kind of creates chapters out of parts of the game. So we'll come in, focus on a certain part. It depends on how they use their time. Like if you dedicate 10 minutes to each area in each game, that's basically pretty efficient. But I don't know. It
I think it's gonna be a two
it
hour
seems a
long.
little hard to make that super engaging. The other major problem with this is that unless whoever's directing has like
which we don't know
complete
just yet.
creative control, I have a hard time thinking that whoever the hunter is going to be on their own in the wild. Not a lot of movies are going to let you just throw one person out to fight everything unless you're like
To
really confident in it.
to be fair, I mean the hunter in the base game isn't alone either. There's Alfred and Eileen. There's a few characters that
But
populate
they
on him.
don't tag along with him.
They could change
They
that.
run into him. You run into them at various
So long
points.
as they don't make it like Borderlands, I will be happy. That's it.
Yeah, that's an easy bar to clear. That's hey, nothing.
Borderlands done sucked so much ass
Li-
and it pissed me off.
Listen, if they make the Hunter black, I quit. I'm going home.
What the fuck do you
I'm
mean?
going home. I'm sorry. It's not realistic. I'm sorry.
I will slap the
I will
piss out of you.
tolerate Eileen being black. She wears a mask and it doesn't come off. I don't have to look at it. I'm just
But you don't want the hunter to be black? That's
hell
racist
no.
as shit.
For
You
real,
know it.
that real talk though, this does raise a very important question. Will the hunter be white? Most likely. Will the hunter be male or female? That's a really important question because Bloodborne is a very feminine game in terms
I
of
think
tone.
they're gonna go male forward with how the character goes. I don't think they're gonna go female personally. Even though female would be nice, but I think they're gonna go male forward.
Um, all I want is I want a scene where they acknowledge multiple universes are a thing with the Bell stuff, and I'll be happy because I'll make me feel I feel seen by Sony
They
Pictures.
need to make they need to do certain situations that happen in the game but make them less gamey. Like they need to figure out like there's gonna potentially be some point where where they parry something and it has to make some form of logical sense. Like they're not gonna be able to shoot the 20-foot monster and be like, yeah, I parried it.
Yeah, I mean, you shoot a guy, it will naturally hurt, and then you can reach it. Like you forget
I just
a lot of game mechanics in these series is bend around the lore. So honestly, that makes sense.
am I just the only one who wants to see what weapon the character's gonna go with? Like what
It's
weapon is like the
it's
character's
gonna
gonna
be
face
the
with?
saw blade. It's going to
Think
be the
so?
saw blade.
They need
100%
to switch
probably.
up though. I feel like they need to switch up.
They'll get something else
No.
later, but I don't think they're starting with that whip cane. That's
I
not
Li-
think they're gonna
happening.
have Saw Blade full movie Saw Blade. That's it.
Maybe
I
they'll
think
get the hunter's blade later with has more spikes on it.
Sam might be right on the idea there might be other hunters. In which case, if they do, they should all have unique weapons or like characters. That's the thing I'm excited on, which is mandatory requirement.
Yes.
They're gonna need to,
Someone should rock up with the Turnibus orb and the flamethrower.
and he has no friends, and that's his character trait.
Like, am I want to think that I just want to see what they're gonna do? I'm excited. There are so many opportunities and ways to go with this movie. So we all could like what we're saying could happen and what we are saying could not happen. I'm
Yeah.
just excited to
What?
see the direction they go in.
Um.
Nothing. I don't think outside of maybe glimpses of it. I don't think they're going to fight Queen Yarnum like they do with like Chalice dungeons. Maybe they'll fight the douchebag who's like, "Can I come in your house?" That guy. It's like he kills everyone.
I just want
Uh.
to see how
Um,
they. I want to see a mock-up of the Hunter's Dream. That's all I
I
Oh
want
don't
to
think we're
yeah.
gonna have a.
Oh.
I don't think we're gonna have a 10-minute chase with. Uh,
Probably not.
what's his face?
But a mock-up of the Hunter's Dream. If they give us the first glimpse of what they have as the a Hunter's Dream, I will fucking cry because I'll be like, "Yep, that's it. It's perfect."
Yeah.
I think stuff relating to the Hunter's Nightmare won't be physically visited. I think it's just going to be mentioned,
Oh.
and we'll see things.
Yeah.
Because
There.
I think what the story should do is do what RE8 does, and it takes the course of the night, and you
Ooh.
progress through sundown through the night, and ends with
Ooh.
fighting Murgo's wet nurse and then the moon presence or whatever. However, they decide to
I,
end it is a big problem.
Oh wait, no. We can't talk about that. She ain't there yet. So we're just gonna leave it at that.
I
Um.
already seen it, Chase.
No lies. Don't tell me. Don't
What do
tell
So
me.
you mean?
Don't say
Chase, I
anything.
already know about the boss fight.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about literally the end point of that
The
game.
ending? Oh, I already know what's gonna happen.
Well,
I
don't
didn't
say
watch
it.
it. I
Don't
just
say
know.
it. Don't say it. If you don't
Don't
say it, I
say it.
don't know that you don't know.
What do you?
I don't. I'm scholar. I only see the spoilers. I don't hear them.
You want me not to say it, but like I already know what's gonna happen.
Nah.
It's just like it. Once I start playing Elden Ring, I already know what ending is gonna happen. Like each one, I'm like, oh yeah, this is yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's
this
different.
this is the gray ending, and this is the slightly higher toned brightness ending.
This is
Like
why
I
I'm telling her to
saw,
like literally go no contact with the DLC of Shadow of the Archery.
he
She
literally
she
isn't making me not.
she literally has, before she even played Bloodborne fully, she like read the plot synopsis on a Wikipedia somewhere.
No, I didn't read it. I literally watched someone play it for like a few minutes at a time. And I was like, oh, this is kind of a fun game. Cool.
I don't
But now that
feel.
I'm in it, I'm just like, shit.
I don't know. I think a lot of the side areas that aren't from the full plot progression just aren't gonna have time to really go anywhere. Like Patch's trap, I don't think is gonna happen. He'll appear, but he's not gonna like teleport them to that other mountainous zone
Is
and
it
fight an
wrong that I
amygdala.
feel like they're gonna sprinkle in Lady Maria somewhere in the plot? And I'm like,
They're
please, that'd be cool.
probably gonna have to because of popularity, but I don't know.
But
We'll see, we'll see.
here's the big thing: is this going to be released in cinemas or is it going to be digital release? Because if it's digital,
I
make it
think
like 20 hours long. I don't care.
I think he's
It's a
they're probably
singular
gonna
movie, and
try.
it's Sony. I don't think it's not getting a
They're
theatrical
they're
release.
100% going to the theater. Like
K-pop
it's
Demon
Someone,
Hunters
not.
didn't get a theatrical release, and look at that.
That's
They
because
K-pop
K-pop Demon
Demon
Hunters was
Hunters.
made by Netflix.
no,
Yeah,
the
Yes,
Netflix the studio did not animate the movie.
they did.
it
Like
was
it's released
produced by
on their
it,
stuff.
wasn't it?
Like, dude, what do
No,
you mean?
hold up,
I
hold
don't
up.
know shit
Oh
about
my
that movie.
god.
Who animated K-pop
They
Demon
didn't
Hunters?
animate it. They probably 100%
Sony
produced it.
Pictures
So K-pop,
Imageworks in Vancouver, Montreal facilities was
but
produced
it
by
was,
Sony.
but it was a Netflix original. That's why it wasn't in theaters.
Wait, hold on. That's not the same thing, though. It's like
Yeah, it is.
Castlevania was not animated by Netflix. That was already a thing that was done, and Netflix picked it up. That doesn't mean they animated that.
Okay, but
It
in the
did.
same sense, if they had a theatrical release, which they didn't, what would have been the difference? It got popular from Netflix.
That's not a who made it though. That's literally
Still,
not
the
how that
point.
works.
Still, the point is, if it's released in theaters, which it's going to be, like I have no doubt Sony's not gonna just fucking DVD it because it's a popular game. Come on, be so for real.
To be real though, considering the attitude they've had towards it over the past decade, I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what? I say we shall see. I think they're gonna push for a theatrical release. If they're like, cause I feel like they're gonna do the same for Elden Ring once that comes out.
I'm sure if they could have released The Last of Us in theaters, they would have.
Mhm.
No, because they made that for HBO though.
Yes, but I'm saying like if they felt like they could, they would.
Yeah. To
Yeah,
be
but it's a
fair,
TV show, so.
Bloodborne also had an HBO TV show that just didn't go anywhere. So I don't know what they were planning.
Probably
It's
for the
We shall
best.
see. No,
that
Bloodborne.
I feel like it,
They probably meh.
I feel like a TV show would have worked better, but honestly, this with Sean is pretty nice too.
I
Um,
would be fair with you. A TV show. Oh, it just would have been The Mighty Nine or Vox Machina, which
no,
that was.
no, I'm saying it probably would have been live action if they did a TV show, which is probably what I think would be a nice look for it if they
Yeah,
stylized it enough.
but I don't know. I think animated is a way to go.
Yeah, I can see that because the game is already animated. Might as well be
Like
continuing
I don't
that
think you
feel.
can get the same feel for live action because like it's Bloodborne is so dynamic. It's hard to capture that with a live actor. You know.
That is true. I completely agree. But to be fair, the Yarnum itself is based off of Dracula's castle in the movie Dracula, so it's not impossible to do that.
No, it's not. But it also, I personally think Yarnum reminds me of like old timey London.
Which I mean, that's kind of half of Dracula's movie setting, but yeah,
Was it?
yeah, because Dracula's in Transylvania and then he sails over to London.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's typically where the movie ends, is in London, is it not?
he did it for
Usually most
pussy.
adaptations. He did.
He did it because he's a simp.
He did it for pussy. It's crazy. But also, factual.
So here's
But
my
I just
here's my number one requirement for this movie: returning voice actors, and if they don't return, get good sound-alikes, because it's one thing to have the Gurman talk to us, the player, because it makes it feel like we're in a back and forth conversation. It's another thing where the main character can talk and they can have conversations with each other on screen. That's the thing I want to see. I've heard Gurman's voice
like,
lines so much, I want him to say new things.
well, we shall see. I hope that they do ask the voice actors who put their voices in the game to come and voice the characters, because it would make no sense to have a different voice actor, like if it's animated, you know. So
Yeah.
what I want to know, who are they going to have voice the main character? It has to be somebody that is really good at voice acting. If they throw Chris Pratt's bitch ass in there, I'm not watching it.
Timothy Chalamet.
Hell no, not
Stomping,
watching him either.
stomping Yarnamites.
Well, if the main character's black, he'll be Kevin Hart.
No, no, Kevin Hart cannot do that.
Kanye
I can't
West.
see. Fuck no. I
Chris
could see. You
Rock.
know, I would actually like Idris Elba if it's
Oh,
a black main character. He would eat down. I don't care what anyone says. Like a British black man right there. That would it. That's it.
hot
I would watch
take.
it.
I think he's good. And honestly, he's good in almost everything gets put in, including Cyberpunk. But I also feel like he's too big for the role, if that makes sense. He might be too
You never
imposing to play
know.
the hunter. I don't know. But,
That's like, but it's like you could either have him. Keith David would be a good voice actor. He likes video games. He
oh,
would be
God,
amazing.
Rachel, I'm stupid. For some reason, I pictured live action. Yeah, Idris Elba would eat. Oh
No,
my God.
would eat. I'm telling you, we would have a black British like character for the hunter. Like, come on, it would
Like,
eat.
also, despite what some people can say, I think we can have different race actors for different race characters. If Idris Elba voices a white hunter, I honestly don't care. That's awesome.
I don't care either. He would be
He's so
amazing.
good. Um,
So like him or Keith David, like people who have dynamic voices, because I want to have a cool voice for the hunter. You can't just have like a basic boring voice. You have to be cool. You have to be kind of suave. Like
well,
the hunter is cool and calm and collected.
to be
I don't.
fair, we need a dynamic range because again, the hunter is a stranger who shows up to Yarnum. He can't just be a badass off the bat. He has to progress.
Mm, true. So like, what would
Gonna
your
get
voice
murked by
actor
the
say?
werewolf.
You don't really get
Mm,
Bloodborne until you get stabbed through a pitchfork from behind about like 4, 7 times. You know.
Away,
yeah.
away. Oh,
Secondly,
for me, it's running into some asshole with a torch and him hitting me 5 times with it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sam, don't talk about that like that still doesn't happen.
Exactly.
That happens too
Um,
much.
secondly, and this is a topic that Sam is actually decently passionate on because he showed me. One of his big critiques, and I don't want to get too heavily into it, with the Castlevania show is they don't use the original game's music enough. If they do, they like epic movie it, which I do definitely agree on a bit. Then they should have used the original game score a bit. That
Mm,
aside, with
So,
Bloodborne, it
in places, it definitely doesn't fit the tone they're going for, but still, you should do something with it.
with the Bloodborne movie, I want them to use the game's score, but at the same time, I recognize using the game's score can be limiting. For example, if we're fighting the Cleric Beast and we use the Cleric Beast boss theme, you are now limiting that whole fight to the length of the original Cleric Beast boss theme, unless you can extend it. I do think they're going to cover over the original score with something new that allows them to breathe, but I want them to maintain the original track as best as possible, refreshing
well,
it.
What
it's
it, what it
it's
needs to do is implement pieces of any of the scores from the games. That's what the Sonic movies fans do. Is that they
oh my
decide, oh, we're only
god.
gonna reference Green Hill Zone, and then Shadow
That's
has
it.
a leitmotif, and that's it. That's all you get. And maybe you hear
It
like
was
2
so
seconds of another song,
sad.
Live and
and
learn.
it's like, yes, but
It
like
was so sad.
that. That's there's more songs. If you're adapting almost entirely off base the plot of Sonic Adventure 2 and its amazing soundtrack, and you choose one and like a quarter song to reference throughout the whole game or movie,
Yeah.
what are you doing? what are you doing?
Okay, so I might hate the voice acting in the Mario movie, but at least they had more songs into the soundtrack that was like, oh,
Even
that's
if
songs for
like,
Mario, cool.
even if I still think I need to listen to more of it. I still think they inserting pop songs is something that just was going to happen with Illumination helming it.
God,
But
I hope not.
I don't, I don't have a lot of the songs memorized from that movie. I haven't really listened to any of the music. But I do know the one that stuck out to me like a sore thumb is when we first see Bowser outside of the opening, and it
Yeah,
plays the Fury Bowser theme, but it's not a cover, it's just the song from the game, and it's really distracting.
it's distracting, but I mean I think that was a really good example of using the music
I don't
personally.
know. I feel
But
like
like
they could have made a cover for it so it didn't sound like, look, we slapped an MP3 file here.
like we just slapped it right here. Right. No, I get that. But I don't know. Like I have expectations for this movie to have some of the original score from the game. Sony, I feel like Sony won't disappoint, but then again, I don't know.
They
They still
made the
haven't
Emoji
given us a
Movie.
fucking remake. Hold on.
Is
They
this their?
haven't really given us a remake, so
They made the emoji. They tried to, but like,
I
oh,
want it badly.
on that news, one popular theory as to why Miyazaki said no is because he says Bloodborne is his favorite game. Chances are he wants to tackle that at some point in the future, which I do believe. I do think that's
Yeah,
probably likely.
I need him to do it before, you know, the world claims him. All right, like
What the fuck does
genuinely.
that mean? Is a dark spirit going to invade his world and backstab him?
No, it's just that we're okay. So to me, we're losing a lot of uh video game like designers and like
Yeah.
voice actors and other stuff. So I just want him to, if he's going to do it before, or some strange occurrence just sucks him out of existence. You know what I mean?
His internet connection got disabled.
Right. Like
He no clipped that.
You make it sound like he's gonna get absorbed into the backrooms by Bloomhouse.
I mean, think about it. We lost oh god, who did we lose recently? I think we lost the voice of Pikachu, unless I'm wrong.
Oh,
I can't
what
remember because it's been
fucking
a while.
hell?
Does I
I think we
what
did.
you
The Japanese.
would know that I would. Well, you don't know, but I think my fucking Discord chat full of people who are terminally online with Pokemon would have come up somewhere.
It would
Yeah.
have either, I can't remember, but either it was like she was a very, no, she was Naruto. Fuck yeah, she was Japanese VA for Naruto. That's what we lost. I was like
Oh.
fucking yeah, we lost the Japanese VA.
Naruto and Pikachu, very easy mix up.
That's
No,
also
I
not a
couldn't.
video game character.
No, it's not. Well, yes, it is because they have video games.
They're
Anyway,
in
not the
video
point.
games doesn't mean they were a video game character.
Not the point. I'm just saying I don't want. I want to see a remake of Bloodborne because personally I fell in love with the game because of Chase, and I want to see it in higher quality. That's just me.
I mean, I don't think you need Miyazaki for that, but I guess you need his blessing.
Actually, we kind of do at this point because Sony ain't
Just a
doing jack
little
shit.
bit, yeah. Like after this game, I'm waiting to see what he decides to do next or if he's retired.
No, he's not retiring. He literally said he's making more games.
The Dusk Bloods is being helmed by him, presumably.
I'm excited for
Yeah.
Dustbloods. I can't wait.
I think what's exciting about the
Me
Dust
too.
Bloods, because Sam, I don't know if I told you this. I told Rachel this. Dust Bloods was a game that was in concept development around the time Sekiro released. It's been in the oven this long, and more importantly, people are like, "Oh man, Night Rain is cool." But it like, are they gonna make Dust Bloods more like Night Rain? In reality, Night Rain is the
Wait, what?
test. Night Rain is the test case scenario.
When did they say this?
What do you mean?
So they said that Dustbloods is going to be released later this year, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's always been the plan, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? What do you
But
mean?
we don't have a trailer yet, which is kind of the confusing part. But we're only 4 months in.
No. Yeah.
That's
I
what they're
can't wait.
saying.
It's also going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, so we're actually waiting on a Nintendo Direct to mention it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so great. I'm gonna have to buy a fucking Nintendo too. Wait, great, great, great. Hey, ah!
But
I almost bought a PS5 last week. I had enough money to do it. I almost bought it. I decided against it.
oh yeah, it depends on
I
which
didn't
one you buy.
wanna.
No, it's
I didn't
fine.
want.
I need to technically, guys. I also got 2K in my account now because tax refunds are great. Yay!
Ooh,
So
that's great for you. I only had $600, and I bought me a new phone. I needed it. I needed it.
yeah, that's fair. The new phone is a lot better, but the fact that you managed to get that much in such short time with your new job is actually really remarkable.
That's actually from two jobs. That's from the job I had after I left groom and then substituting.
Yeah. Well, either way, that phone's a good pick overall. If you get a PS5, I'll try to hook you up with. If anything, you should probably try to look and see if you could get better internet because there's probably cheaper options for that.
It's not the fact that I want better internet. It's like if I excuse me, I have to see if it's available in my neighborhood. If I want to get fiber internet, I have to literally talk to my grandma about that. This is her house, not mine. If it wasn't my house, if it's my house, internet would have been solved long ago.
I got you. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, that's my thoughts and hopes for the Bloodborne movie. It's so up in the air right now. First of all, we need to acknowledge the possibility that it could get canceled at any point, which would make me very bummed out. But
Please don't make me cry. I really don't want it to be canceled, and I feel like Sean's gonna push like his ass to make sure it doesn't.
listen, you haven't even beaten the game fully yet. You need to kill a fetus first, okay? It's very.
And I
You
don't
can't.
care if I
You
haven't beat
can't
it yet. I
cry.
want to see the movie. I'm gonna
Invisible
cry.
baby.
No, we're
That
talking about
fucking
the
fetus.
giant one, the big the home
That
wrecker.
fucking fetus. Fuck that fetus, bro. Fuck
Fetus
it.
deletus.
Fuck
new
that fetus, bro.
new rapper on the street, little fetus.
Little fetus, crazy.
All right.
Anyway, let's get it in, gentlemen.